Okay, it's been a couple of days. Let's see if they actually hit 20k likes. I mean, I set a huge like goal on purpose, so I don't think they actually... Ranking every end of round theme in Battlefield 1 from worst to best. You guys have been requesting this for a very long time. You guys managed to hit 20k likes in about 36 hours or so. So I gotta give the people what they want. If you are excited for this legendary video, be sure to drop a like. And for the people who are watching but haven't subscribed yet, I know you're out there. Be sure to subscribe to the channel because for some reason I have this newfound motivation to make videos about different games. Of course we have Battlefield that's not going anywhere. Warzone videos are coming soon. I'm extremely excited about the new Call of Duty, which is most likely gonna be called Black Ops Cold War. Probably my favorite setting for a first person shooter, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna start doing some single player walkthroughs I think as well. Cyberpunk 2077 perhaps, who knows? So subscribe and stay tuned. And with that being said, let's start the video. Here are all the end of round themes in Battlefield 1 ranked from worst to best. I think most people know what I'm talking about here, so I'm gonna keep this short. An end of round theme is the soundtrack you hear in the background when playing Battlefield 1, obviously, if the round is almost over. I know, who would have thought. Anyway, in this video I'm gonna be ranking 11 soundtracks, 3 from the vanilla game, 2 from the French DLC They Shall Not Pass, 3 from the Russian DLC In the Name of the Tsar, 2 from the Turning Tides DLC and 1 from the Apocalypse DLC. Technically there are a couple more if you count alternate versions and stuff like that, but I'ma just go with these 11 soundtracks. I got them all from this playlist right here. Let's start with the worst one. It's from the vanilla game, the end of round theme from the Kaiserschlacht operation. Now I'm gonna be judging these soundtracks on 3 stages: the build up, the climax and the part after the climax. And no, I'm not talking about my sex life, which I totally have. Like all the time, like I have it all the time for sure. Now I know a lot of you probably like this soundtrack, but in my opinion it's just too dramatic. Like the build up and the climax are too overly present. I do like this part of the soundtrack though. Kinda heroic in a way, like you're gonna be ready to fight another day. Next up we have the end of round theme from the Oil of Empire operation. Again from the vanilla game. Now firstly I want to say that all these musical pieces are brilliant by themselves, no question about that. Big shout out to the composers from Battlefield 1. But since I have to rank them from worst to best, I'm gonna be nitpicking a bit. So what I do like about this soundtrack is the kind of industrial sound you hear that symbolizes the fight for oil, which is this operation all about, and also the subtle Middle Eastern vibe caused by those rumba shakers, you know? Pretty cool touch. But the reason why I rank it so low is because overall, I'm sorry to say, it's just a bit boring. There are way better end of round themes on this list, so let's continue. Next up we have the end of round theme for the Gallipoli operation. Again, what I like about this track is the Middle Eastern touch, more so than the Oil of Empires track. You know, in this operation you fight as or against the Ottoman Empire, and they added those old school Middle Eastern guitars called ouds, I think, ouds? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. It's pretty cool, but again, same as last time, it's not tense enough for me to be higher on the list. Next up we have the end of round theme for the Apocalypse DLC. Now right off the bat you hear a much bigger emphasis on a deep and dark sound from brass instruments. It fits perfectly for the Apocalypse DLC, and they also added the Shepherd's Note sound, which is just genius in my opinion. It's this part. Basically, it's kind of an audio illusion that lets you think that the pitch keeps going up even though it's not. It gives this ominous feeling, which like I said, fits perfectly with this DLC. Also, the last part is still dark and dramatic even though it's all over, and that kind of symbolizes the fact that it doesn't really matter anymore because hell on earth is already present, everything is just gone. Next up we have the end of round theme for the second half of the Turning Tides DLC, the North Sea update. Nothing too much to say about this track, it sounds nice, it doesn't necessarily fit the theme as much as the Gallipoli theme, but as a musical piece I think it just sounds better. Also, this part is awesome. Next up we have the end of round theme from the Beyond the Marne operation, which is part of the They Shall Not Pass DLC. Now I know most of you have this one higher up the list, but I think it suffers from the same issue as the first soundtrack on this list. It's simply too dramatic for me. Now don't confuse dramatic with intense, because those are two different things, and I will show you a little bit later. This one is still epic though, don't get me wrong, it's just not the best. The ending is very cool though. Next up. Now you see, this is intense, not dramatic. This is the end of round theme for the Brusilov Offensive operation, part of the Russian DLC. Now the reason why I like this one so much is because of the perfect balance and how it fits with the theme. The build up is excellent, the climax really feels like you need to give it one last push. And the ending is just so epic with those vocals. Up next we have the second version of the In the Name of the Tsar end of round theme. Basically the same story as the last one, but it sounds a bit more tense, like there is more on the line with this one. And the ending again is awesome. This time it's more soft and peaceful, still with those same kind of vocals. I'm telling you, the production for Battlefield 1 was just something else. Truly a AAA title. Next up, you guessed it, the third version of the Russian end of round theme. This is the one you hear when playing the Red Tide operation. This one is, again, just a level above in terms of epicness. This one really makes you feel like you're fighting the Russian Red Army. A quick intermission to let you guys know that I have a Discord server. Obviously it's free to join, my moderators and admins are awesome, the community is great, and of course you can chat with me when I'm online, link is down below. Next up, on the number 2 spot, we have the end of round theme from the vanilla game Operation Iron Walls. Now this one is just an instant classic. The build up is awesome and it gets super intense when you reach this part. And then the final part is just Battlefield 1 in its purest form, in my opinion. Following with the classic Battlefield theme, it's just awesome. And now, the best end of round theme in Battlefield 1. You asked for this video, guys, I hope you enjoyed. The second set of the They Shall Not Pass DLC. This one is kind of combining all the elements that make a end of round theme so awesome. It's intense as hell, dark, and this just screams pure desperation in my opinion. Again, a perfect fit for the setting. And that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I want to reach 250,000 subscribers so I can finally say the meme. Let me know what you guys think of the video in the comments down below. Tell me your list, and with that being said, I see you guys next time.